Back with more My Hero Academia this week, and this week I am recording 2 videos. That is because with the 4-week early access, that means I still have to record a video and then edit and upload it the next day, and sometimes I fall behind, so this is just to make sure that whatever video I'm editing, because right now I'm failing you $5 tier or higher patrons of mine, so yeah, I've got to record 2 videos so I can possibly edit both of them tomorrow because I've got the time because I'm off work, I've already said. But yeah, edit them both so that from now on, instead of recording a video and uploading it the next day so that immediately $5 tier patrons can see it, what happens is that the video will be edited and uploaded and then it'll go on to early access the week after. So technically I'm recording 5 weeks in advance, but the video comes out 4 weeks in advance for the for the $5 tier patrons. So yeah, this is just in the interest of making sure that I get that $5 tier content out on schedule. So yeah, so this is going to be episode 19 of My Hero Academia. I didn't realise how fast this season was going. Like, I think I said earlier in the season that I'm so happy that the season's a lot longer, but it's just flown by. I'm at episode 19 out of 25 right now. I'm recording the next episode straight after this, so I've only got 5 more weeks of this season left. Feels like it's flown by. All different kinds of villains are going to be flocking to the League of Villains from now on, because they're all inspired by Stain's motives, even though he doesn't agree with the League of Villains. So I think everyone seems to believe that Stain is with the League of Villains because they believe that his motives are also the motives of the League of Villains, which they're not, because Stain and Shigaraki are not fans of each other. In fact, if Stain was free, then he'd have probably killed Shigaraki by now. Yeah, we've just got to wait until Stain semi-recovers enough so that he can question him and he can tell them that he's not connected to the League of Villains. Well, tell the heroes anyway that he's not connected to the League of Villains. It looks like we were setting up a whole bunch of new villains last episode, and I'm all here for it. I know season 5 has just started releasing as well, so I'm happy about that. Means I'm not running out of content for this show anytime soon, and God knows when it's going to end. But yeah, we were setting up a bunch of villains last episode. I'll see if I can remember all the ones that were shown at the ending. A psychotic looking little girl who has bashed someone's skull in, or possibly eaten him, and she's just giggling about it like I don't even know what. Like, it's like a 10-year-old Harley Quinn. I just don't understand. But yeah, she's one of them. Then there was this big, huge muscle monster in the forest. So we'll probably be seeing these villains in the future. There's one that looked like it was a Nazi with a gas mask on. Then looks like there was one with pink hair and green skin. It looks like a pink-haired Piccolo. And of course the guy who's like all of this is like burn along with under the eyes as well, but the rest of the face just looks normal. So that's a freaky design. I'd love to try and do that as cosplay one day, but that's only if this guy turns out to be a big villain, which I hope so, because he looks cool. There's no use in wasting that design. Oh, and a bit of a phone call from Gran Torino to All Might last episode, referencing the villain who killed the 7th holder of One for All, and also is the one who injured All Might with the huge hole in his stomach. Villain named All for One, so opposite of One for All. I wonder if that means he can absorb powers as well as give them, because Because the way it sounds like is that this All For One has made these Nomus with all these different powers. So that makes me think that All For One is giving these powers to these Nomus. But can he also take them as well? Because obviously All Might's power and Izuku Deku's power is called One For All, which means they can pass it on to someone else. But if One For All is like the reverse of that, One For All For One is the reverse of that, then does that mean he can take other people's powers and keep them? This is all very interesting. I've got to see where it goes. No use in wasting any more time talking, so let's just get into Season 2, Episode 19 of My Hero Academia, starting now!
He ended up going back home to his parents' house, so his mom could take care of him.
I'm returning to my internship.
Back to your dad's agency?
They're saying he defeated the hero killer even though it was actually his son who helped out. I want to see if there's any shame on his face.
Everyone's internships. Alright, yeah, let's catch up with everyone else.
This may just be a patrol, but keep your guard up. Yeah,
I don't like it. He's got the
presence gives
longest
the public a
neck.
peace of mind.
I used to have the longest neck when I was younger.
Yeah, I knew his villain caught him and he almost cried like a baby.
What did you say?
Oh!
Have you really forgotten everything I've taught you?
Yes.
You'll eat those words when I'm the new #1 hero! You dumb kids will never laugh at me again if you know what's good for you!
Yo, bro, chill!
When someone's waving a knife around, the best bet's to keep your distance. Grab your wrist and back at the same time. Now you can take him down. See how I did that? Twist your attacker's wrist to make them drop the knife. Make sure you kick it away for your own safety. So, easy peasy, right?
Nice.
He acts cute, but he's fierce.
This time, how about I...
What's wrong with
Keep on
Gunhead?
repeating this until it's second nature.
Oh, Sue.
Really?
Haven't seen you in a
How's
while.
it going? I even had to do laundry, which meant washing the captain's underwear. I had to ask myself what I was even doing here, but after becoming the captain's sidekick, I figured something out. I realized what was actually important when it came to being a hero. Oh, it'll be better if you find it out for yourself. Don't you think?
No answers.
Really?
Hey, Froppy.
Huh?
Why are you just sitting there? Shouldn't a frog be jumping to get her work done?
Forgive me.
When I make that sweet face for kids, they eat it up!
Of course, because they're actually making fun of you. Trust me, there's nothing cute about it.
She's busted his balls.
Hear that, sailors? Emergency departure.
Look at those sailors. Damn.
They discovered that important cargo from the ship's freight list was missing.
It's likely that before the Coast Guard arrived, the stowaways moved the cargo to another ship somewhere close by and fled the scene of the crime. In fact, it's possible that the stowaways had plans on the ship.
Correct!
So embarrassing.
Adorable.
Selkie.
Spotted seal! He can do pretty much anything a spotted seal can. That includes making a sonar-like sound and using its echo to determine the position of his opponent. He's also very strong.
Nice. It was a dog last episode. Now it's a spotted seal.
It's too dark to see anything clearly.
Can't you turn on the lights?
Oh!
Serious! Her quirk, good ear. She can hear high frequencies that normal people can't detect.
Morse code, bitch.
Stowaways. Do you have faith, Frappy? In the captain? And in us?
Okay. This seems like a cool team.
I can take care of him. My eyes!
Guess not.
Frappy!
Serious!
Damn!
The deal, I thought I'd gotten away with it. But you idiots just won't give up now, will you?
Oh, well, that didn't work. I'm gonna crush her.
If you value this woman's life, then repeat after me. Unfortunately, we weren't able to track down the stowaways.
Frappy, don't do it!
Serious! The stowaways are at the double rocks!
Thank you so much.
You stupid little brats!
Go on, Froppy. That sucks. It's okay. About time. There we go. Bang!
Sorry for being late.
Oh, well, that sucks. Ah, blinded.
I know where you are. It's over.
The captain's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
You really are hopeless.
Frobby may not have her license yet, but she's an excellent hero.
Oh, yeah.
I'd stake my name on that.
Well, then I guess
Nice.
I can look forward to working with you again. Hope to see you soon, Froppy.
I'm so proud of her. I am so proud of her. Alright! And it's almost an entire episode just for Sue. I love that. Because I felt like we've been missing her for the past for a while now, because she didn't make it into the finals of she didn't make it into the final 16 of the UA Sports Festival, and we saw little bits of her in this new arc up till now, but yeah, we haven't seen her for a few episodes now. I think episode 13? Oh, episode 14 maybe? Yeah, we haven't seen her since then, and yeah, an entire episode just for her. Well, we got little we caught up with other people since then. Obviously, Midoriya still in hospital with his injuries. Todoroki on his way back to Endeavour to see if Endeavour's feeling any guilt about taking the credit for Stain's capture. I guess not, though. I don't think Endeavour's the type to feel guilt over it. Over something like that. But then again, I didn't think he'd be a badass as well. So, I can be proven wrong. Ida, until his injuries are alright, he's going back to his parents' house. He gets to live out the rest of his internship at home. Which is sort of what I did for my work experience in school. Because, obviously, they gave us we were supposed to have 2 weeks worth of work experience, but I got 2 places, one for the first week, one for the second week. I did the first week. The second one, I only went for 1 day, and then I just didn't go back to it because I hated it. I could tolerate the first place, but I didn't really like the second place at all. And so I just spent the second week not at the workplace. I had to go back to school, but just pretty much spent the day doing pretty much nothing, really, because obviously I had no lessons scheduled because everyone in our year was supposed to be at work experience, so I just got to spend... All I had to do was go to school and that was it. I just spent the whole day there doing absolutely nothing, so... It was a fun time, but I imagine that's not going to be the same in Ida's case, because obviously he'd want to do that internship. Yeah, we caught up with other people that we haven't seen in a few episodes. Well, we've been checking in on little bits. Obviously, Kirishima and Tetsu are still getting run around by Fourth Kind. I would not be able to work for someone like Fourth Kind. Jesus Christ. Best Genist. I think he's starting to question why he took on Bakugo. Because Bakugo, he may look like Best Genist once. Well, not anymore because his spiky hair was back in this episode. But his attitude, Best Genist is not making any headway with Bakugo's attitude. He full on raged at those kids. They were being little shits anyway. That first one talking about how he cried like a baby when he was caught by the slime villain. He was being a little shit anyway, and then Bakugo just let him have it. Making a kid cry in the middle of the street. Gunhead, he looks like a badass, but what do you make of his personality? I don't know. teaching Uraraka some fighting moves, which that only improves her, because that's probably where she lacks the most to be a hero. Fighting. It's what pretty much got lost to the match against Bakugo in the UA festival. He's teaching her all these badass fighting moves. He looks like a badass, and then he's skipping all around the place. Uwabami as well with Yaoyorozu and Kendo. She's more of a model than she is a hero. Like, what kind of hero the hell is she? I don't know her quirk. I doubt. Well, maybe she could be a fighter, but she doesn't look like one. She looks like a model. I wonder if there's any actual professions anymore. Are there just is everyone just a hero? Like, all the models are actually heroes. Everything is actually hero. Like the doctor hero, the model hero, the ambulance hero, the policeman hero. I don't know. And yeah, Death Arms looks like the only. Well, Gunhead looks like he's making. Gunhead looks like he's actually doing some hero training with Uraraka. I suppose Best Jeanist does as well. Uwabami, she doesn't look like she's doing anything with Yaoyorozu and Kendo. Death Arms though, with Jiro, Earphone Jack, he looks like he's throwing in the deep end. Not entirely, but he's putting her in the midway point, because he's taking her on these missions where they're actually taking down villains, but he's not letting her get involved with the action, which makes sense. After that, it was pretty much all Froppy, all Sue, along with Selkie and Sirius. Selkie with the I keep meaning to say sea lion, but it's actually spotted seal. Last episode we had the dog as the police commissioner. Now we have a spotted seal. We had a shark guy in the audience at the UA festival. Then there's the principal of UA. God knows what he is. Is he a dog? Is he a mouse? Is he a bear? I don't know. The cat in the finale of the season 1. The police officer. What the hell is going to be next? I've just made the connection. There was a police officer in the season 1 finale who had the head of a cat, and now the police commissioner in this season has got the head of a dog. So yeah, what's next? I don't know. Batman. After catching up with everyone, it was all Froppy, Selkie, and Sirius. I already talked about Selkie. Sirius has a decent. Well, obviously, Selkie has all the powers of a spotted seal. He can making sonar sounds in the water. Well, not just in the water. By making little sonar sounds, little clicks or anything, he's basically Daredevil, spotted seal Daredevil. And then there's Sirius, who sounds like she's got a similar. Actually, no. Like one of Jiro's powers, Earphone Jack's powers, is that she can also hear very small sounds, and very, very good listening. That's what Sirius is as well. Good ear, I think they called it. Yeah, being able to hear Selkie's distress call. Selkie and Sirius roll with a badass looking group of sailors. Like, I was intimidated by those sailors. This was Froppy's initiation. I liked having a whole episode just for Sue. Hijacking of a ship, stealing precious cargo. What were those villains, the henchman villains? Were they like... They looked like a cross between penguins and I don't know what else. I could be very wrong there. I'm not a marine biologist, I don't know. Who's that main villain? What the hell was he? It looks like he had... semi-octopus. I don't know what the hell else. After 2 of the sailors and Selkie were tricked into the tank on the cabin. I don't know, on the ship, that they pushed into that hole on the ship, it was up to Sue, Sirius, and another sailor to work it out, but he didn't last long. I mean, obviously, Sue, I thought for a second she was just going to let Sirius die, but I was confused when the villain just didn't just kill Sirius. I was like, okay, you're threatening Sue with Sirius's life, and yet you don't kill her when Sue doesn't do what you want her to do. Like, you could have just snapped her neck, but no. I'm glad he didn't. But again, how are you not going to follow through on your threat? But once again, I'm happy you didn't follow through on the threat. I don't want to see Sirius die. I don't want to see Sue see Sirius die. Tiny action scene, small, very... not really an action scene with Sue, but then Selkie showed up and absolutely beasted ass whilst blinded by the lights. Villains captured and arrested. Drugs, apparently, recovered and returned to their owners. Whoever the owners are. Official recommendation, should we say, from Selkie to the cops about Froppy. So, yeah, looks like Froppy's well on her way to becoming a full-fledged hero. I like the world building where obviously all different types of heroes are suited to different types of the world. Like Froppy, she can do everything a frog can. She's got all these. She's got these powers that can go on. She can do underwater and everything like that. So it makes sense that she'd work out on the sea. Obviously near a bit of land as well, because she doesn't have the powers of a fish or a shark or anything. She's a frog, so still a bit of land needed for Sue. Different environments work for different heroes, so you put them where they have the best advantage. I'm trying to think of different environments that would suit different heroes in 1A. You'd want to send Tokoyami someplace where it's always dark. Probably send Kodo somewhere where there's lots of animals, maybe, because apparently you can connect with animals. We don't know anything about Kodo yet. Shoto it would be hard to nail down because on one hand you'd take him someplace where there's lots of ice. Or, well, he can't. He makes the ice. He doesn't manipulate it. I mean, he kind of manipulates it, but putting him somewhere where there's lots of ice doesn't really help him. And putting him someplace where there's lots of fire doesn't really help him as well, because he makes the fire and the ice. He doesn't pull it into him and manipulate what's already there. So that doesn't work out for him. Oh well. I'm more interested in getting into the next episode, and I'm so happy I get to watch the next episode as well. But yeah, an entire episode just for Sue, and I love it. I hope they give. Well, I don't know. We're moving into the end of the season now, so maybe we should start wrapping. So I suppose in that sense, this was kind of a filler episode, but I loved it anyway. But I think we need to start wrapping things up towards the end of this season. There's only 5 more episodes after this next one. So there's 6 more episodes left after this one. I'm going to take a little break, maybe watch a couple of reactions to this episode, and then I'm going to move into the next one. So, for now, that's all we've got for My Hero Academia. Until probably half an hour when I record the next one. So until next time, we are over and out.